Syracuse, New York, as we like to call it, Syracuse. You're gonna be close to there tomorrow. You're gonna be in Binghamton, Buffalo, and you're gonna see my friends in NY27 talk about crooked politicians. They had to oust a Republican out there for insider trading. But my question is, I had to flee, His Majesty King Cuomo II. So what can a Joe Spike what can they do? What can you do to save people that live under the tyrannical boot of a governor or a state operation or a state cartel that literally just ransacks businesses and literally puts people out of business and puts people out of homes? What can you do at a federal level to keep the states off of our necks?
Thank you, Aaron. Let's be clear about something, Aaron. The Bill of Rights is supposed to be the prime law in this country. It's supposed to go above everything else. So I know it's a shocker to hear that. That's why when I talk about ending gun control, I say, hey, listen, we're a nation of laws. The law says that the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, period. It doesn't say just by the feds. It doesn't say unless there's a crisis. It doesn't say unless I'm scared. It says shall not be infringed. As that relates to your question, when government officials are infringing upon the lives, the rights, and the property of the people, it is incumbent upon the federal government to use the Department of Justice for what it was meant for, actual justice. Another part of that, so what that means is when corrupt government officials can be shown to have corruptly done things that harm people, they should be held accountable, and we will be incredibly aggressive about that. We're going to have a lot of law enforcement agents that will no longer be enforcing victimless crime laws. We're going to have to keep them busy, and I have a feeling we'll be able to do just that. So that's one thing that we'll be doing. The other thing is this, as we were talking about before, politicians have absolute immunity. That needs to end. When a politician can be sued into non-existence, or at least, I guess not non-existent, you can't sue them to death, but you can certainly sue them into being penniless. When that happens, in the same way that we were talking about how crony businesses would self-regulate if they knew they could lose everything, turns out everyone, when they know that they could lose everything, suddenly self-regulates. So a lot of self-regulation will happen when politicians can be sued for the things that they do, that can be demonstrated as directly causing harm, that can be proven in court. That's going to be a powerful way to keep them in check too. The other thing that we can do is to push for libertarians to replace them, which is why when whoever, probably very sharp, runs for governor of New York next time around, we will push very hard for that person to be the next governor of New York. And to push for Steve, wherever Steve is, to be the next governor, for Steve to be the next governor of North Carolina, and for everyone else that's running up and down the ballot. Because libertarians are a very special breed. We aren't career politicians. I get asked all the time, what is your experience in running for vice president? And I talk about, I have experience growing and operating successful businesses, but I pivot back to saying, listen, here's what I don't have experience in. I don't have experience in robbing people. I don't have experience in putting people in cages. I don't have experience in murdering people or sending other people to commit murder. I don't have experience in corruption and graft and theft. I have experience in providing value to my loved ones and my family and my community and doing things in a voluntary way. And that's why I'm running for office. That's why Steve's running for office. That's why Shannon is running for office. That's why Liam is running for office. That's why Sean's running for office. That is why Guy's running for office. That's why everyone in the Libertarian Party is running for office. Not to take control, but to give it back to you. And that is the most powerful way, long-term, in a sustainable and vigilant way that we can end this corruption, is by replacing the people and their ideas of how things should be run with a completely different way of doing it, maximizing human liberty, taking the power out of their hands and putting it back in yours where it always belonged. Thank you.